Every morning, you wake up to the familiar sound of your alarm. You get ready, head out the door, and begin another workday. You put in your hours, come home tired, pay your bills, and try to enjoy the little time left before doing it all over again. But here's the uncomfortable truth. While you're following the routine, something is happening beneath the surface. Day by day, you're getting poorer, and you might not even realize it. It's easy to think that as long as you're earning a steady paycheck, you're safe. But the reality is more complicated. It's not just about how much money you make. It's about what you do with that money and how the economy around you erodes its value, little by little. Let's break it down. Inflation, the silent thief, works around the clock. Prices on everything from rent to groceries to gas seem to rise every year. That carton of eggs, that loaf of bread, that gallon of milk, they all cost more today than they did last year. But your salary? For many, it stays the same. No big raises, no cost of living adjustments. The money you work so hard for is worth less each month, even as you keep earning it. Meanwhile, life doesn't wait. You swipe your credit card for things you need, and sometimes for things you don't. Maybe you tell yourself it's normal. Everyone has debt. Everyone stretches their budget. Everyone feels like they're just treading water. But normal doesn't mean healthy. It doesn't mean sustainable. And it certainly doesn't mean secure. Every time you ignore your budget, every time you put off saving, every time you convince yourself that your financial problems will fix themselves, you're allowing that silent drift downward. It's not always dramatic. It's not one big event. It's a slow leak. A little more spent here, a little less saved there. Over time, the gap between what you earn and what you keep grows wider, and your financial foundation becomes weaker. This is how people stay broke for decades without even realizing they're sinking. They look around and see others doing the same, living paycheck to paycheck, juggling bills, using credit to cover the difference. It feels normal because it's common, but normal isn't working. So what can you do? The first step is to wake up, not just to your alarm, but to the reality of your finances. Take a hard look at your income and your expenses. Where is your money going? How much of it are you actually keeping? And, most importantly, what can you do today to change your trajectory? Start with your spending. Track every dollar. Find out where your money is leaking away. Those small purchases, those subscriptions you forgot about, those impulse buys that add up. Once you see the numbers in black and white, it's a lot harder to ignore them. Next, make a plan for your debt. Credit cards, loans, buy now, pay later schemes, they all come with a cost. Interest piles up, making it harder to break free. Don't just pay the minimum. Make a plan to pay down your highest interest debts first. Every dollar you put toward your debt is a dollar you're investing in your future freedom. Then, think about saving. Even if it's just a small amount each month, get in the habit of setting money aside. Build an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses if you can. Having that cushion means you're not one unexpected bill away from disaster. But don't stop there. Ask yourself how you can make your money work for you. Are there ways to increase your income? A side hustle, a new skill, a better job, or a promotion? Can you invest in yourself, in your education, or in assets that grow over time? The world is changing fast, and opportunities are out there for those willing to look. Most importantly, remember that no one is coming to rescue you. The system isn't built to make you wealthy. It's built to keep you working, spending, and repeating the same cycle. But you have the power to break free. It starts with knowledge, discipline, and a willingness to make tough choices. Maybe you've heard the saying, "It's not what you earn, it's what you keep." That's never been truer than it is right now. If you're not intentional about your money, someone else will be. The companies selling you things you don't need, the banks charging you interest, the economy quietly eroding your savings, they're all taking a little piece, day after day. But you can turn the tide. You can choose to live differently. You can choose to spend less than you earn, to save and invest, to build a future that's not at the mercy of inflation or debt. It won't happen overnight. It won't always be easy, but every step you take is a step away from the cycle that keeps so many people trapped. So, Ask yourself, are you okay with getting poorer every day? Or are you ready to take control? The choice is yours. The first step is awareness. The next is action. Start today, and you might just look back years from now and realize that was the day everything changed. Don't settle for a life of just getting by. Don't accept that being broke is inevitable. You have more power than you think. Make a plan, stick to it, invest in your future. And remember, your financial story is still being written. Make it a story worth telling.